Viktoras Kulvinskas, mystic and dynamic visionary author of Survival into the 21st Century, is the father of this entire movement, teaming up with Dr. Ann Wigmore back in the 60s. He continues his research, travels and speaks throughout the world, and has appeared on numerous TV shows.
Why do children vomit up into their mothers' and fathers' faces? Because cooked food addiction is being forced down their throat. Initially, the kids will vomit out because they have still the vital instinctual force, the high alkalinity, the power to reject. Eventually, you acidify them, you keep stuffing it, and eventually it becomes acid. So now it goes downward, the intestinal tract, but they still have alkaline intestinal tract. So what does it do? If it can't get it out through one way, it has diarrhea. So now diarrhea keeps happening. And then eventually that diarrhea gets weakened due to acid foods, and the peristaltic action is slowed down, and you get what? Childhood diseases. These are eliminative crises and a natural attempt to get the stuff that is causing poisoning and toxemia to the body out of the system as rapidly as possible. Eventually these start retaining, and you start clogging up your lymphatic system. The next thing you know, your tonsils swell up. Why do they swell up? They are trying to shut your mouth so you stop eating and force you to fast. It comes down to exaggerated hypergrowth of white blood cells that is initiated by the post-meal leukocytosis that takes place after every cooked meal, after every cooked snack, just keeps on increasing to the point it's interfering with biological function. Now, go back to cancer. The similar mechanism operates in defending your system, again, against the invasion, this time of heat-treated protein. The body initially is able to have a bunch of cancer cells circulating, doing the job. But if you keep insulting day in and day out, melting your body by acidic dietary choices, stuffing yourself with all kind of fast foods, which is, again, creating incompletely metabolized proteins. These are all flooding, interfering with oxygen transport. So the body keeps making more and more cancer cells. Eventually, you got so much cancer cells, and they're starting to congest and conglomerate in some regions of your body, and the doctors are able to diagnose it, and they say, you need treatment, you got cancer. Well, you can go out and try surgery, radiation, and all these other things, shopping around. But hey, if you don't remove the causes for this condition, they'll come back. Oh, you might not, just like, hey, one of the popular one-time cancer prevention methods was for breast cancer is to surgically remove the breast. So you'll never have breast cancer because you don't have breasts. And how many? Over 20,000 women ended up taking that preventative step. Is that insanity? They didn't get lung cancer or breast cancer. They got other cancers if they abused their body and created the causative factors.